Robert, we heard that Coach Zamora said your girlfriend was probably watching before those last 2 free throws. Did he say that to you?
Well, yeah. After I missed the first 2, he called me over and he said, you know, like we say in practice, you're out there at the line and your girlfriend's out there screaming for you. And it motivated me a little bit. I walked to the line with a little bit more swagger and I just didn't think about it and sank them when they count. I was off all game. I couldn't buy a bucket, but hit the ones that counted, so it felt good.
Doesn't that make you a little nervous? Are you guys, if your girlfriend's watching? I'd rather mine doesn't watch.
Well, it got me a little bit more motivated, so I like it.
Talk to me about the importance of a win over the defending league champs in their gym.
Well, it was very important for us because we're going through a lot of adversity on our team right now, and it really helped us get through it. And you know, we're coming off like a little slump, 1 and 2 in league, and to come in here with the packed gym and away they have a hostile crowd yelling stuff at you, it gets to you, but to walk out of here with the win feels great, and it's very important for our team.
They're a pretty physical team, and you're not the biggest guy, but you had a couple and ones plays there really driving hard to the basket. Was that something you were focused on tonight, really going to the hole?
Well, yeah, I don't worry about my size. I know I'm undersized, but I just play and I want it, and I go hard and I just attack the basket, put my head down, and you know, I'll draw the foul and just go up strong, and that's just what I try to do.
You guys scored 5 baskets in the 4th quarter, 3 by Jackson Burke, almost from the same spot. Those were maybe 3 of the biggest baskets.
Those were the biggest baskets because, you know, Burke, every shot he threw up there, I was like, oh, and then he made it, and then it was all good, and after the game I gave him a big hug, and it was great.
So you kind of cringed a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I was like, Burke, and then he sank him because he was out pretty far too. He's not really a jump shooter, but he came up big for us tonight, Burke.
Coach, well, was free throw shooting the main thing, 10 of 24 tonight, that got in your way?
Absolutely. I mean, we're 10 of 24, they were 10 of 16, and that's, you know, 10 of 24 is like 40%. You know, we're a 70% shooting team on the season. We just didn't perform well tonight on a big stage. We were a little bit nervous. I think we played afraid to lose, and it showed, particularly at the free throw line. I think both teams played each other pretty evenly, but they were really confident. They acted like they had nothing to lose. It was a road game for them, and they shot with confidence from the free throw line today, and we did not.
Do you think you guys were frustrated early on because of the low scoring output in the first quarter with the technical in the first half and stuff like that?
I mean, you could probably say that. I don't think we shot the ball like we wanted to. I don't think we got necessarily. I mean, we missed a lot of layups. I think we missed about 14 layups on the day, like shots from 4 or 5 feet in. And it was a physical game, and there's certainly a reason why we missed some of those layups. But yeah, I think, you know, mentally, I just think that we were, you know, not as strong as we needed to be, and it showed in the technicals and it showed in the free throw shooting.
Good news is you got them twice again. What do you tell your guys heading out of this loss, this tough loss?
I just wrote on the board, I said free throw shooting. And we've talked about this numerous times last year, year before, this year. Free throws win games, especially in the 4th quarter when, you know, when the game gets close, you got to hit your free throws, and we just flat out didn't do that. So we know that the game was there for us to win. If we make our average in free throws, we win this game by 5 or 6. But we didn't, and they played great. I'm not taking anything away from them. Defensively, they were good. They were pressuring. They were in passing lanes. They offensively rebounded the ball tremendously. But I'm not going to talk about them in terms of our guys for the next game. It's really about mental preparation. Are we recognizing and seizing our opportunity? It was there for us in the free throw line. We just didn't take that opportunity tonight.
Got it.
Coach, first of all, you know, you did the things that you had to do in the 4th quarter to win the game. Burke was very big in the 4th for you, and, you know, tough place to play. Are you proud of the fact that they held it together?
You know, I really am. You know, we've had a real tough non-league schedule. We've talked about it, that we played such tough, demanding teams, and it helped us to be in this environment. To be honest with you, we're better on the road than we are at home. We haven't won a game at home yet. And so when the guys went on the road, we said, you know, we can do in this environment, and we knew they were going to be loud, and the kids really stepped up. You know, Robert said, like you said, definitely stepped stepped up, especially at the free throw line. He got some big time rebounds for us. I also thought Jackson Burke in the fourth quarter did some great things for us, getting some rebounds for us in the jump ball, which eventually they had to foul us and put him at the free throw line as well. And he stepped in and hit some big shots for us. So, you know, we challenge them every day. And this week we've had a lot of challenges, not only on the court but off the court. And as a result, it made us stronger, and the guys came out ready to go today.
How'd you feel about the battle kind of between Jay and Christian? They seem to kind of tie each other up a lot in the left room for guys like Jackson, huh?
Yeah, you know, and first off, those guys are best of friends. They know each other off the court, you know, but it is, once you get in the court, you know, it's your rival, and they really get after it. They were both really physical. You know, I thought Christian did some great things around the basket, got some big-time rebounds and putbacks, but Jay's a competitor as well, you know, and he wanted to get this one, and so he attacked the basket like we asked him to. We asked him to be aggressive, look at his shot, and there were times against their zone where he was able to attack the basket and finish, and that's Jay's strength, is finishing around the basket. So,
were you surprised they went 10 of 24 from the free throw line, and they're a real good free throw shooting team? Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, they are a very good free throw shooting team. I didn't realize it was 10 of 24. That's a lot of free throws, though. I know we didn't go as many times, but you know, when it comes down to it, you know, if you can make your free throws in close games, you know, that's going to be a key to victory. And so, luckily, you know, Robert was actually able to make this in the end. So.
Coach, did you stress to them they had 2 technical fouls, San Marcos, Namias, and then Christian. Were you stressing the whole time to your team, hey, don't let emotions get the better of you, because, you know, those technical fouls, I mean, they hurt?
Well, you know, it really does. These types of games are psychological warfares, you know, and for this to be, you know, a heated battle, we really want to keep our composure and once again act like we've been there. But you know what? It's just competitors. You know, young kids, sometimes, you know, they get in the heat of the battle, and, you know, they're going to sometimes make weird decisions, but hey, that's part of life and growing up, and our guys, you know, they did what they were supposed to do on their end.
And Robert had a terrific game, obviously. You know, he was, and missed on his made his last 2 free throws, missed on the one before. How much pressure was he feeling, knowing that he had just missed on the front end of a one?
You know, I don't think too much, because we have this little thing, this drill we do in our gym, where we say, we give them the situation, we tell them what gym they're in, what the time is, what the score is, and then we joke about how their girlfriends are watching. So I pulled them over to the sideline and I told him, hey, you know what? Your girlfriend Taylor's watching you right now. She's probably screaming. And he got a big smile on his face, and he went up there and sank his free throws.
Wow. Yeah. You told him that after he missed the other front end?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. How fun are these rivalry games?
Oh, they're great. You know, growing up here, I went to DP, and we always played in this gym, and so it's a lot in my heart, you know, wanting to beat these teams. You know, they're great teams, they're great coaches, you know, but the thing is, we got 2 more times we got to play San Marcos, so, you know, we know that there's going to be a lot of work to do at our place and again on the road, because they're a very good team.
Thanks, Joe.